Hello guys, welcome back to Trigonometric Equations Part 2 topic. So in the previous video, we have seen these questions, how to solve these questions. Now as you can see, it was sin x, tan x, sin x minus 60, cos x plus 45. Now what has changed is, now instead of theta or x, we have 2 theta. So how do we solve these kind of questions? So these kind of questions are little bit more difficult than the previous ones. So we have to do little bit more substitution. So let's get started how to do this. So first thing that we will do is, because it's tan 2 theta and I have to find theta. So what do I do is, first I do some substitution. I think it makes it very easy if you follow this method. So let's substitute 2 theta as x. So I will get tan x as minus 2.74 and I have, what is x here? So if theta is from 0 to 360, my x is 2 times theta. So x is 2 times the theta value. So 0 to 720. So actually now my question has changed to this one. So either I solve this question or I solve this question. It's the same thing. So either you can solve in theta or you can solve in x. Now it's just one and same thing. So we are solving in x because it makes it more easier. Okay, now next. How to find x values in this? That we have already done. So x first value that we can find from the calculator. So when you will use calculator, so you will get x value as minus 69.95. So that is my one answer. Now, how do we find other values for tan x? I think you guys can remember. If you don't remember or you haven't watched the previous video, please watch the previous video. So what do we do is, we keep on adding 180, 180, 180, 180 again and again. So add 180 in this. So that is my first answer. I am not subtracting because if I subtract, I will go in negative range and I need from 0 to 720. So that is my one answer. Second, again add 180. So I will get 360 minus this value, right? If I again add 180 in this, so I will get 540 minus 69.95. So why I'm keep on adding is because I have to go till 720 and 540 is obviously less than 720. So I have to go further. 720 minus 69.95 degrees. Now, if I go after this and keep on adding 180, then obviously I will go out of range. So these are my x values that lies from 0 to 720. And I am not taking this also because it's a negative value and I need only positive answers, 0 to 720 degrees. So these are my x values. Now, I have to find theta, not x. So let me first find these x values. So what is this first value that I am getting is 110.05 degrees. What is this value that I am getting is 290. I'm adding 180 in this, doing nothing new in this. So again add, so you will get 470.05 degrees. This is not degree, okay. Next is again add 180, I will get 650.05 degree. Okay, now this is 80% question done. We have found the x values. But in actuality, we have to find theta values. So now what's the relation between x and theta? We know 2 theta is equal to x. So what is my theta from this? So theta value is nothing but x by 2. So whatever x value you divide by 2, you get theta, subsequent theta. So my theta values are, I'm dividing this values by 2. So my first answer will be 110.05 divided by 2, which is approximately, I can say, 55 degrees. Second answer, I am dividing 290.05 divided by 2. That is approximately 145 degrees. Third one, 470 divided by 2. That is approximately 235. And the fourth value, 650.05 divided by 2. I will get approximately 325 degrees. So these are my answers for theta. and this is my final answer. So this is how you systematically solve this. So what happens is, if you solve systematically, then there are very few or there are negligible chances of error. So I'm repeating again, what you have to do in these kind of questions is, if you get instead of theta 2 theta 3 theta something like this, so what you do is substitution. Whatever value angle you have, you make that as x, and then you solve for x, and then you convert back into theta. So let's take one more question on this just to make sure that we understand this properly. Now this question is sine of theta by 2 equals 0.703. Now you can pause the video and try this question yourself also. Okay, so let's start this. So first is, I'm not using any fancy way in this. I'm just substituting theta by 2 as x. So my question actually becomes sin x equals 0.703. And remember, my theta was from 0 to 360. That was in the question. So my x value, now x is theta by 2. So whatever theta, divide by 2. If you divide this by 2, then I get x value as 0 to 180. So actually, now we will solve sin x equal to 0.703 and x is from 0 to 180. That is same as solving sin theta by 2 equals 0.703 and theta from 0 to 360. Okay, because now we can solve this faster. Okay, so first value, obviously we will use the calculator. So sine inverse of 0.703. When you will use the calculator, you will get one value as 44.668 degrees. So this is one of my values of x. Now how do we find the second value? Remember, for sine, second value is 180 degree minus theta or pi minus theta. That we have done in previous two videos. If you haven't watched, you can go back and watch. Okay, so x is 180 degrees minus 44.668 degrees, and which will give me my answer as 135.332. So this is my one answer, this is my second answer. Now I don't have to move after this, because if you add 360 in this, the value will be obviously greater than 180, and we need in 180 only. So that is, these two are my answers. Now I have to find theta. Now what is theta from this? Theta is nothing but 2 times x. So whatever x value, multiply by 2. I have to revert back into theta. So theta is multiply by 2. So 2 times 44.668, which is nothing but approximately, you can say 89.3 degrees. This is one answer. Now second value of theta is 2 times 135.332, and which will give me my answer as 270.7 approximately. So these are my two answers of theta. So this is how you solve systematically by substitution. By substitution, this becomes very easy. Now, if you practice 1 or 2 questions on this, everything will be fine. You will never have any problem in this. We will see some more problems in the next coming videos, and we will see some more different cases in which how they can ask trigonometric equation questions. Thanks for watching STEM Trainers.